Hey guys, John here with the Table Appalachian Homestead, and Dustin's out here helping me plan the dirt today.
Hey guys.
We are going to talk a little bit about the difference in dirt and soil. When I first started this about 2 months ago, I used the word dirt and had a few guys really tell me that there's a difference in dirt and soil. So what we did is I had to start learning a little bit. Dirt has no life or microorganisms in it, and it's useless basically. Some people said dirt's what you track in on your shoes, or dirt's something you wash out from behind your ears, but dirt's not something you grow in. So I'm started out here on a project. I want to put a flower bed out here. I could have done it in my walkway over here maybe, but I had put down, I still wanted to walkway around the beds. So I wanted to come out here about 22 inches because I got some cardboard that's 22 inches that I will put back down. And I'll show you, we dug some last night and it was very compacted, wasn't it?
It is. It's got multiple layers. It goes from rock into almost like a clay.
And for those that said, why in the world would you do raised beds? Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be growing much without getting out here. And I'm not going to cultivate the land and till the land. I'm going to remove the top of this grass from here, and then I'm going to make a very shallow flower bed, and I'm going to put flowers down through here. And what we did last night was, and I'm going to bring the camera, I'm going to bring down in here in just a second, and I'm going to show you, we wet it last night, and we actually took an auger that I use for many things now. I just got this. If you don't have one, get you one. It's pretty cool. And we did some augering in here just to see how compact the soil was, and we filled it full of water, and it just held water. So there's no drainage in here. And if you watch the last video I made that posted about 3 mistakes I'll never make gardening again, one of them was I put soil, regular garden soil, in the bottom of the raised beds, and garden soil gets compacted more than a raised bed soil because it has more organic matter that's not broken down yet, so the pieces of wood in there help it break down. So we did a little bit of a test, and we'll do that again here in a minute. We'll drill down here where we did not soak it, but we dug some of it out and we soaked it with water in hopes it would be softer to dig today, because this little spot here, this 22 inch by 28 inch, we dug that out yesterday and it took 4 days, 4 hours.
And it felt like 4 days.
4 hours, I don't know. It took a long time on that one spot. So I said, hey, let's wet this, Dustin, and cover it with the cardboard and so they'll hold the moisture down and see if it gets softer. And I do feel like it's softer. We done started over here a little bit getting it out, and we're going to shovel this out, and I'm going to put these stones around here in the front. They'll be separated with stones. It'll be a flower garden, and we got marigolds that Mary and I, how about that? That we planted, and they're coming up. So the plan is, after this week, this is about the 6th, I think the 5th or 6th of May. Yeah. And it's still cold. It's getting down into the 30s some still at night, or could possibly do that. And so I am still taking a lot of plants in and out, and just recently up-potted my 22 peppers into bigger pots, and now we don't carry them out in the wagon no more. They have to be carried out individually. But I have not put them out because anyways, it's just something that I'm gonna leave them in and out to keep them from getting cold. This is bent now, I see. Look at that. You see it? This show. We bent it. This soil's terrible.
It would grab and just, yank.
Yeah, I can see why it's grabbing now. We need to try to straighten this out. But it's rock. We keep hitting rock. So basically, here, let me get the camera and bring it over and show you a little bit what we're doing. We're shoveling in some, we drilled in here last night and soaked some water in. So this section, we should get it done today, I think. We got 2 foot here we might get shoveled out today. So that's why I'm not planting in my native soil, guys. All of you that want to gripe and complain and go on, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you spend that money? Why didn't you just dig a hole in your ground? Because no. No, absolutely not. You can put fertilizer in there. Yeah, you can. And that's what we're getting away from, is killing the chemically made synthetic fertilizer. Kills the soil. It kills and I didn't know that. You know, we have to have organisms growing in our soil. It helps, they attach to the roots and they make the roots absorb their nutrients and water. And so if you don't have bugs growing in your soils and worms and things like that, you don't have soil. You have dirt. You got to have live things in there. So I'm just learning that. And we'll talk more about that in upcoming episodes, because I don't know a lot about it, but I know that the organic products promote that and cause that, because those are natural. The epistoma products, I don't say that right. I can say it right sometimes, but they have organic products, and there's a lot of companies have organic products, and they're made out of bone meal or chicken feathers or blood, dried blood, natural products, and they do have those microorganisms in there, and they release into the soil. So yeah, we're trying to do that. Well, let me get this camera over. I keep talking about that. So today what Dustin's doing, he's using the mattock, and he's kind of just chopping that top of the grass off, because we know that grass is going to come back. Now, I did not do that in the raised beds over here. I did not chop out the grass, because that would have been a lot of work. No, I did put down cardboard, wood. I put down landscaping fabric, a lot of different things, different tests. We'll see what works the best over time, but definitely this, I'm not going to put landscaping fabric down here, because I want these flowers to actually go into this beautiful, wonderful dead soil or dirt to expand a little bit. But hopefully we can amend this soil by adding quite a bit of different types of new soil that's for gardens or raised beds or cow manure. We'll make it nice and rich down through here, so we'll have a beautiful flower garden all down through here. And we had some of these block left, so it'll come down. There'll be not enough of those. I got to go back to get some more of those, but it'll come all the way down through here, and we'll have flowers to help us with pests. So I'll go over here and I'll start, I'll put this down here, and I'll start shoveling some of this up for Dustin and getting it out of the way. And you can kind of see what we're doing here. Now, we could have just put the soil directly down, and originally I was going to, oh, it's digging a lot easier now that we actually got it wet. Yeah, we have been in quite a drought here. And now we're going to repurpose this soil. It's going over here in low spots. And this soil here is not the worst soil on the property. It does have some darker colors to it, showing that it's more topsoil-y, but it's still rocks and clay. And yeah, would it grow something? Yeah, especially if we amend it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to amend this, and hopefully from now on, 100 years from now, there'll still be flowers growing out here, and this will eventually become good, useful, fertile ground for growing flowers, for helping keep down the natural way of keeping out insects out of the raised bed garden. So, yep, it's coming along. We actually got over our expected limit for today, Dustin. Even though we have removed this top layer of grass, there are still roots in this soil. Or no, I keep calling it soil, it's dirt. This is not really got anything that we can really classify as soil, but as dirt. We'll make it soil, we'll amend it eventually, and by taking this top layer of grass off, we're going to repurpose this grass, this soil, into low spots, like I said. So, but we will definitely, I have these cardboard sheets, we'll put these down, walk on them, wet them really good, get them pushed in, then start putting soil in. And this will give me more room in here. Yeah, it'll work. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching the channel, because I absolutely know nothing. consider this as entertainment purposes only, because there've been some people laugh at some of the things I'm doing, especially the raised beds. I had one comment saying, "You wasted your money. I tried it and it all dried up. It won't work. Nobody can make it go." I guess that's why one of the most popular gardening techniques now that home people are doing in their yards is raised bed gardening, because it didn't work. No. Sometimes people have a bad experience and don't realize you do have to water raised beds way more than you would in ground, but it is just a different way of doing things. And we're going to do some amended in-ground planting in the back. We've already started on that project. Now, that's coming up on another video. It's just been too cold for us to plant back there yet or put anything out, but that project's coming up. All right, Dustin's using the pick there to just kind of pick the ground a little bit, to break it a little bit. We're basically trying to make some aeration holes to put some water into.
It's getting harder and harder.
Yeah, we didn't soak.
Yeah, we didn't soak this side.
So last night we did not soak any of this section here. Try your pick in right there somewhere, Dustin, and see what it's like on this side compared to what you're doing over there when we did soak it.
Watch your head there.
Okay. Okay.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad. Okay.
This right here seems a little harder for some reason.
Right here's going to be our corner.
Okay.
It's still right here where the corner's going to be. Right there be the corner. Put it in right there.
Okay.
And hit that in there, and that's due. So what we're going to do is just hit it some, put some holes in it, and soak it some more, and go find a shady place to sit down because it's getting hot. I don't know.
Oh, that was a solid lick. Whew.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm glad this. I'm glad we're doing the backyard by just putting the soil on top of it, and we didn't do that.
Yeah, this wouldn't be fun for that length.
No, that project, no. There are going to be people say, you should have dug the grass up underneath it. No, I just wouldn't have done it. I just would have quit. So we're just basically, he's pickaxing it there just to break it so we can soak some water in it and put the cardboard back on it. And yeah, there's Angel. She's going to expect to.
Am I doing a good job?
She says, you're not working quite fast enough. Work a little harder, Dustin.
All right, dog. All right. She is the boss around here.
Dustin's back and feeling a little bit better.
Starting to, yeah.
Been sick on us a little while.
That's all right, Lou. You'll be all right.
All right, so you want to get a few more, I think.
Yeah,
right?
I need to come up here some.
Need to come up here?
Yeah.
I think right in this area right here. We really need one of those aerators things that you can, there's a fork thing. It's got multiple tines on it, and you can stand on it and you can break it up that way. We're not that big of a homestead. We're just starting, so we've got very little actual stuff that we need to grow this, but as time goes on, we'll buy things. And there were some people that made a few comments on that, how much money I spent, that I never get my money back out of the vegetables. But it's not an expense, in my opinion. It's an investment, and it's a long-term investment. The soil is one of the biggest expenses I had, and we'll be able to use that soil for now on. Now we'll have to mend it and add compost and things like that to it. But it's just like if you have a 401k or a retirement plan and you put money in that for retirement, you don't call that an expense. That's an investment. So growing is an investment. Even if you're going to grow one tomato plant with us, we're encouraging you to grow something. We're not encouraging you to do this because I don't want to be doing it myself really, but I need some flowers out here. I'm getting too old. When I was younger, in my 20s and 30s, I'd have come out here and I had this done last night myself. But nowadays, I move at a lot slower pace. And those of you that watch the Appalachian channel, for many years, my slogan for that was discover the simple life. And trying to keep it fun and enjoyable and not make it seem like work having a garden. And so far, man, it's been amazing. I love it, love it, love it. So we're gonna get some water, I guess. You ready for some water, Dustin?
Yeah, let's get some water.
Let's put some water on that.
I think Sissy wants a bath.
You need a bath? Oh, she didn't like that. I did. Now don't wet that soil right there. There's no need of wetting that part right now. We'll wet it when we put the cardboard down.
I hope I can get it just soaked as I can possibly get it.
Now I think I will drill one hole down here and show the viewers what we did. And this is now warped and bent from this being so tight yesterday, but I'm gonna drill a hole here for you. And now I will use this in my raised beds to make it to where all right, you see those rocks? There we go, see that? No fun. Yeah, no.
I think we need to sharpen the
We
blade
just
a
hit
little
rock,
bit.
no. So
Is it just that rock?
that's as far as I need to go down. Put a little water in this hole here. And there you go. You can see that this does not drain. You can't even see where the hole was drilled because the water's in it there. The water will stand there for hours before it drains. So this is terrible drainage. This is terrible soil. That's why I use raised beds. Those will drain. Keeping the flowers growing out here still might be a challenge. We don't know. We might have to put some drainage holes and some perlite in here. Very possibly we'll do that. We'll put some smaller holes in with a smaller bit and fill it full of perlite. Perfect, yeah.
We'll get it done.
Our water hose is too short. We can't go no farther. Got to extend the water hose. But yeah, I get it right down here on the end good. And we're gonna let this soak in here for about 30 minutes or so, or an hour, or a couple of days. We don't never know. But we'll go ahead and put the cardboard back on here. This cardboard will be on here. It'll go down before we put the soil down to keep the grass from coming back. Even though we're cutting it out, it'll definitely, without a doubt, come back. All right, now let's wet the cardboard too. Now, pre-wetting this cardboard is going to help it start breaking down before we put soil on it. You're going to want to wet that cardboard first, and maybe even multiple times to help it start breaking down before you put soil on it. And like I said, we're going to go in here. Once we get this cut out, we're going to go in here and put some maybe 1/2-inch holes in here, and then put some perlite in. I should have got a bigger bag of perlite. I just got a small bag of it at Walmart. But we're gonna make some drainage also, because as you can see, this does not drain.
Oh, you were talking about over here where we got that. I tried to rake that down some, but yeah.
We've got some holes here that we made with the motorhome. Yeah, we had the motorhome down here. So we'll have quite a bit of soil, so we'll start with this hole up here. And this was perfect, and then we decided we needed the motorhome down here to take some pictures for something, and yeah. So now we gotta fill it all back up. So we have a big hole here, and we'll have several more wheelbarrows come out of there, maybe 5, 10, 15, or 20. I have no idea. But we'll get these holes filled up. We got some here and over there. And down here on the lower part of the property, I've got some rain runoff trenches that originally were huge. And over time, I keep filling them in, and they get smaller and smaller. So this soil that we're removing from the front yard will definitely be repurposed here in the backyard and really need it. So I didn't want to buy bag soil to put in here. I'll take that soil up front, bring it down here, put good soil up front, because I'm not growing anything here at the moment. We probably need to throw a few handfuls of grass seed in there and rake it again. Probably will make it come up. It's going to rain tomorrow. Okay. All right, guys, we're back from lunch. We took a very short lunch. I think, what, 2 hours?
Maybe 3.
Oh.
No.
Oh. But anyways, it seemed like it wasn't near long enough. I'm glad we're getting this gardening done before summer gets here. Yeah, this was going to be, this grass was going to be a problem if we didn't remove it, because we were going so shallow in here. So we are planting in-ground stuff for flowers. Dustin's trying to get me to quit talking so I can help him here, I'm sure. So we're trying to get this up, and we've been putting it in other places on the yard that's got issues. And this is mainly weeds.
There's a lot of clover in it.
Clover, yeah. I've not been able to get grass to grow in the front part of my yard. The topsoil was pushed off, and then it went missing one day. A couple of dump truck loads gone, and while I was working, and never got put back. So it has been a real battle for several years trying to get something to grow, because we had no topsoil to put back down. And so
yeah,
it's just been a battle. It's just yellow clay on here. It was topsoil, but anyways, when we did the excavating work, things, something happened where a lot of topsoil went missing. But so it's been a lot of work just trying to grow grass. It's been impossible. Over here in this area, we have sowed some grass, but we've had to amend it with dirt. We've had to buy $10, $15 bag soil for every few square feet. Oh gosh. Eventually I'll probably have to buy some topsoil to put down on this out here in the front, just the fact that it is just yellow clay. Nothing will grow in it. You can get seeds up in the spring, but it won't penetrate that yellow clay. The roots won't hardly, and it just dies out. Let me show you here. This is 3 years of work trying to get this to come up. No, that's yellow clay. Now down in here, it didn't get the topsoil stripped off of it. You can see we can grow grass where the topsoil did not get stripped. But we leveled this here, and all the topsoil got stripped. And there were about 3 inches of topsoil originally. It's no longer here, but we have yellow clay, as you can see that there are a lot of rock in that. So Dustin's done good digging in there. We'll have to get those rock out, but we're halfway across the bed. We got this much more to go. We've got appointments in just a little bit to go get our hair cut. We'll get to take a break. A rake to rake this up here. Let me try this flat shovel here.
Sorry.
I think we're going to need to go get the rake, but anyways, it's coming out of there slowly. Yeah, rocks like that right there, and like right in here. Oh gosh, those would be sandstones. You can crunch them up. And actually on this property I found seashells buried in it. So that's always crazy when you find that situation, that you know at one time this water was on this property and seashells ended up here because of it. All right, let's reset the camera and get a different angle. I think we about got this section. What do you think?
I think so.
What time is it? Is it time for go get our haircut yet?
I hope so.
No, I don't think so.
An hour and 15 minutes.
We got an hour and 15 minutes to go?
Yeah.
1 hour and 15 minutes to get our haircut. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess let's chunk out one more piece of dirt, I guess. I don't know.
We'll try it.
Let's pull that one. We're trying to keep it on there, keep it damp. Not that it's helped a whole lot. What do you think? Is it softer over there now that you went through it with the pick? And
Probably not.
probably not a bit, is it?
No. It needs a lot more water.
Actually, it's supposed to rain tomorrow night. Or tomorrow.
Come out and dig in the rain.
Well, we can let it soak a day or two, but so yeah, I don't know. It's we don't want to break out in a sweat. Now, if you're sweating at something, you're just working too hard at it. So it just ain't fun no more if you break out in a sweat. So it's our biggest and hardest challenge is digging out this about 3 to 4 inches of top layer of complete yellow clay. Pretty much. Every now and then we hit just a little bit of soil, a little bit of topsoil here, but Dustin's kind of chonking it up there with the mattock, and we can go back with the shovel and maybe get it up easier that way. We're getting it up. It's just a lot of manual labor on this one, and this is exactly why we did not do this in the backyard, which it would have been beneficial for where we're making mounds of dirt. We're putting mounds of dirt. We're putting 4 cubic feet of stay green in garden soil, 1 cubic feet of black cow compost, and makes 5 cubic feet per hump, and that's in the backyard, and that's coming up. We're just waiting for the temperature to get to where it's time to plant. I'm not going to put anything out early right now. We still could get a frost and even a snow if possible. You know, it's crazy. We're in East Tennessee. Dog, you making your schedule insertion into the video. All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
Has to come inspect everything we dig. I have noticed a few worms here and there.
Really? In this?
Yeah, look, there's actually one there.
Well, that's a good sign. There is something living in this soil.
There is a little bit, so there's...
It'll be happy to find the new soil that's coming.
I hope so.
So one of the things that I am going to buy for the raised beds is earthworms. They're a special kind, giant red wigglers, I believe. I was talking about the microorganisms that you need in your dirt. No, wrong word, soil. Well, if you have dirt, you need to turn it into soil by amending it with microorganisms that's living. And one way to do that is to add earthworms. And the earthworms do an amazing job composting like this mulch that's in here that I put on the top. This all break down into organic matter that will feed the raised beds with nutrients, natural nutrients from the decomposition of that But the earthworms do that. They eat it. They make what's called earthworm castings, and that becomes very high in nutrients for that. And also the tunnels they make works for great drainage. So since I did use gardening soil in my raised beds, perfect. If I have problems with drainage, I'm going to use the auger. I'm going to drill me some drainage holes and put perlite in there if I find a place where water's standing in the beds anywhere. And I'll do periodic checks with that to make sure water's not standing. I'll put perlite in that, and that perlite will make a chamber opening for the water to go down. But earthworms will do that too. I'm looking to order 1,000 earthworms. I found them for $135, Dustin, 1,000 of them. So we'll mix them up, 250 per bed or something, 200, I don't know, so many per bed. No, we'd have to have more, like 173. You'd have to count them out one earthworm here, one earthworm there. No, I don't know. But I am going to be ordering some of those, and we will show you that when that comes up. So that's part of organic gardening, to have those earthworms in there. No, you can't have none to go fishing with, don't ask.
So something I got into here digging. Look at this.
Oh my goodness, that is a huge sandstone.
Right, so I'm gonna try to bust it up a little more and see if I can break it out. But
you know, it's a big old sandstone. At least it ain't real hard though.
Well, I'm noticing that that's actually how a large area of this is, big compressions of sandstone like that. And what I've kind of pulled out around it here is, I mean, I don't know how far it goes back. I've got some spots broke out, but it's
it will come out with a little work.
It will. But
Now the sand itself is not bad amendment for the soil, for as drainage can help some. Some people say. I don't have no clue, but I'm just learning. Let me know in the comments. Okay, I'm glad we took the time. I was going to do the lazy man thing and just put cardboard on top of the dirt and grass, and then I got to worrying because I was going to put so little actual soil on top of that, only 4 inches, that I'd have problems with the grass coming back. And we got into a little bit more of a project than originally anticipated, but that happens anytime we do something.
I've learned that when Dad says a project will take about 10 minutes, that means nothing. I like doing them though.
Yeah, it's always fun working around your property and improving the property and doing DIY projects and learning new things. And I hope you all are getting to learn a few things from our mistakes. A lot of people can save some money by learning from some of the things I tell y'all to do, because I didn't know no better. See, from an experienced gardener, they wouldn't have made those mistakes and you wouldn't learn like I learned. And so I think it's a good experience for us all.
Most definitely.
Somehow. Let's hope anyways.
Our failures may be someone else's success.
Well, our failures hopefully will turn into their successes from what we've done wrong.
Yep. Trying to square these in as much as I can so that rock will sit back right.
Don't think we're quite 22 inches over right here because it's the pad. We're gonna have to come over just a little bit further.
Okay. There's one big piece of sod.
Was.
So now it makes me question how much more I need to cut out of
Right
this.
here. That's enough. We got it. got that haircut there I was talking about. Dustin went on in to do some editing, and Angel's out here. She's going to help me here a little bit. We're going to go ahead and put some soil down, and we're going to look at this again. This whole episode's been about the difference between dirt and soil. We want to call things dirt most of the time, or whatever, because I have dirt and my native soil is dirt. There's nothing living in it. Soil has an ecosystem living in it. So the soil's going to sit right on top here, and we can see right here, look at that. I put water in those, and this one's just clearing up. It's just holding water. It's not going to drain. I was going to put some perlite down in there, but I don't think that's going to help. Yeah, so I have been letting these this cardboard get wet, and I'm going to wet it again. We're going to put the soil down, and I'm going to put as many blocks as I can around it. I don't think I have nowhere near enough soil, but we're going to use some organic. We're going to use 3 different things. It's just a mixture of stuff. Anything. This is like concrete almost. Now I hope those that whined and complained, why are you doing that with raised beds? I understand that. Oh, yeah, that's no fun, but to deal with. But all right, guys, check it out. Check it out. It's not perfect, but it's not supposed to be. We're in the country. We ain't building a palace. I live in a barn. I live in a barn, so good enough for a barn. And I've got enough depth in here now that if I need to, I can put two more bags of soil. I probably will use raised bed soil, and the fact that it is on sale right now at Lowe's, $15 for 2 or $7.50 a piece. Don't make no sense. I sell it either way, but that's what I put in last, and I like that texture on it. So yeah, guys, I'm going to hopefully plant some stuff here in the next 10 days. All right, I'm gonna go over a few things in closing, and one of the things is that dirt is dead and soil is alive. Dirt's what you get under your fingernails, and soil is what brings life to our gardens. We worry so many times about what is above the ground, when the most important thing is having the proper soil and the nutrients in that soil and the proper type of soil. A lot of different soils out there, depending on how your garden, whether it be container garden, like I'm doing on several things, or whether it be raised bed garden, or in-ground gardening in mounds that we'll be doing in the back. We don't have the soil out. Haven't really showed you that yet, but haven't had time. But we're going to plant things there real soon, next few days. We'll be putting down some landscaping fabric over that. Then we're going to make holes and let things grow up through that. So we'll be starting some seed starting here real soon. Probably back there we'll be growing a lot of that from seed. And then within about 10 days, I'm going to think May 15th, we'll be putting, hopefully, starting to plant things out here in the raised beds, the peppers and the tomatoes and the cucumbers, and I've got some gourds and zucchinis and things like that. Hopefully we'll cover this up and with different types of fruits and things like that, whatever. I don't know. I'm new at this. This is for entertainment purposes only. You hopefully don't take too much of my advice, because I really have no clue what I'm talking about most of the time. But anyways, yes, the thing with the soil, the importance of soil, is that it is really interesting that the things I've learned about it, that we actually have to have microorganisms in our soil to make it good for use. Without those microorganisms breaking down and taking the other materials in there, like the mulch and compost, and breaking that down and making more nutrients, it's not a real good ecosystem. So you really have to have an ecosystem. I'm looking for some frogs to put in here. I'm going to build some little frog huts, things, something. I don't know. They say frogs can eat 100 insects in a night. And I think if I had a couple of frogs per bed, I wouldn't have to worry about insects. So if you ever use frogs, let me know. I have had a few come along here in the yard, and they're interested in being around the big raised bed back there, but I put one, I found and put it in the bed, but it didn't stay. It didn't have a habitat. So I've got to get some frog abodes apparently. So that's one of the things I'm hoping to do. And I got an owl back here, a fake owl put up. You might can see it right in there. I moved that around. I got that on a carabiner, and I moved that different places, because if you don't, the crows and the squirrels and Bigfoot get to thinking, oh, that's not real, it stayed in the same place. So every little bit I'll clip it and put it somewhere else. I have used owls to keep squirrels out many times out of things when I've been growing, just whatever, just keep them away from the houses. They'll get in the attic. I've put them in the attic. I actually have put fake owls in attics before, because of squirrels getting in the attics, and that does help too. So anyways, hopefully you'll watch again. Please hit that subscribe button. I need to hit 5,000 subscribers, and I'm a long ways off, and I need to grow a little bit to know that I'm doing okay. So Mary will be here probably on the next video. She'll help me plant the flowers in here, and she'll be here hopefully Saturday again to help plant some flowers for me. And she lives in Kentucky, so she only gets to come down occasionally on the weekend for a day or so. So I like when she's here, because she enjoys it and we get to do that together. It's a great hobby. It's very peaceful to me. I get to I get excited in the mornings to get up and come out and really look at how things has grown overnight and see if anything is attacked, eating up anything or whatever. But guys, I love you all. God bless you all. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you've not subscribed, please, I know people's like, that guy don't know what he's talking about, and I'm embarrassed to subscribe to his channel. Let me give him a few more months to see if everything dies or grows. So, but if you're confident enough now, if you watched enough videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'd appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can email me at johngward1472@gmail.com, and I'll try to get back to you. If I don't get back to you in a couple of days, email again, because I get a lot of junk mail. Whew. Oh, perfect, yeah. But or you can leave it in a comment, and I'll try to get to you in the comments also. Or if you email me and I don't get back to you, leave me a comment that I emailed you, and I'll look for it. I'm kind of a one-man show when it comes. I do all the comments and emails and all of that, so it gets a little crazy sometimes, especially with 2 channels now. I'm gonna quit talking. I'm gonna go find something to eat. Bye-bye.